Welcome, race fans, to IWCR Truck Series race. Like I promised, we would be at Rockingham tonight with the truck. So 125 laps here, going to be exciting. Rockingham always does produce some great races. Little known fact here, Rockingham does not, in real life, run any races there any longer. So it's really kind of a shame. The track does have a lot of characteristic about it. Rough turns, tight corners, so it's a shame. But we are here live tonight, and we're going to be putting on, these guys are going to be putting on a good show for you, so hopefully stay tuned, and we'll be back soon here, about 11 minutes away from qualifying. All right, about a minute, a little over a minute until qualifying, so we're going to get ready here. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight and ready for the duration here. 125 laps at Rockingham. All right, folks, we're going to cut away here and play our national anthem, and we will be right back.
Guys. And now, for the most famous words in motorsports. Gentlemen, start your engine!
Okay, time's coming in. Joe Roberts on the top spot right now, but that could change. A lot of fast guys out there. There's Thomas Keene taking over that top spot. Was the fastest in practice. John Berga in third, Cody Griffin fourth, and Nathan Sedlick coming in fifth. Daniel Smallwood climbing the ladder. Well, a few quick shout outs here to some of our faithful viewers, Cameron, Diane, Sharon, Leanna, Dylan, Pat, Logan, Dan, Tom Brenner, and Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood. Steve Hurst, usually tuning in. Just to name a few, Mr. and Mrs. Griffin in there tonight watching Cody. So shout outs to all of those folks, and thank you for tuning in tonight at MaxSpeedTV. Well, it looks like the top 10 pretty much set here. Qualifying still underway. Eric Lambert coming in 9th. Mike Vining 10th. Charles Grant 11th. Galen Gidman, wow, way off the pace there in 12th. Jeffrey Porter 13th. Robert Riley 14th. Nick Hunt 15th. And James Lehman 16th. Not a very big field here tonight. I'm going to restart this, folks, just in case somebody popped in at the last second here and it didn't pick them up. Sometimes it has a bad habit of doing that. Not tonight, though. Imagine that. Well, Rockingham kind of has a love-hate relationship between itself and drivers. Some people love to run here, but hate the way it's so rough and everything. But it is a very cool track. You know, it's really too bad that it is in such bad shape. But it's still a track with a lot of personal character about it. So. And I think that's what kind of sets it apart from a lot of other tracks and why people do like it. It's definitely a altogether different track than a lot of tracks we do run, being kind of a tight turn in 1 and 2, 3 and 4 kind of a wide sloping up the hill and around. And when you come out of turn 4, you can actually let it go to the wall, and it's where the wall kind of expands out and widens out coming to the start-finish line. I'm going to see if I can get somebody up here to talk to real quick. James Lehman, you got a copy?
Yo.
Yeah. Hey, how does the track feel out there for you tonight? I see you didn't qualify all that well.
Oh man, I just got back from the real racetrack, and It got me a setup from one of my buddies, and I just got it after I did my qualifying, and he's in the top 5, and he says it's decent, but I'm gonna try to stay in the back for this race.
Okay. Well, it's going to be I think it's going to be a race of attrition here tonight. It's definitely going to be the guy that's going to be there at the end, save your stuff. And but we wish you good luck out there, James. And man, I'm telling you, just keep it clean, okay?
Oh, I will, no problem.
All right, thanks, buddy.
You too.
All right, let's see if we can get one more up here. Charles Grant. Charles, you got a copy?
Hi, Rudy.
Hey, Charles, I kind of wanted to talk to a couple drivers here before you guys take to the grid. What's the plan for you for tonight?
Well, tonight I'm just going to ride. I got a comfortable set under me, but, this track is just really rough, and, I'm just going to ride tonight and just get the best finish I can.
Well, I was just talking to James there real quick, and I told him, I said, I think it's going to kind of be a race of attrition here, and it's going to be the survival of the fittest. The guy that can stay in it the longest, with the least amount of damage is going to probably pull out a victory. We could see a surprise victory here tonight, I think, but the track, we were talking about the characteristics of this track. Rough in the turns, the straightaways are really awesome. Does provide for some good racing down the straightaways, but I don't know. It's a characteristic track, and a lot of people love to hate it. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's tricky. I'll give it that.
All right, Charles, we're going to let you get at it here, and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you, Rudy.
Okay, let's get down here track side. We'll get everybody accounted for here. All right. How come I'm not getting something here? I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Thomas Keene on the pole, the 24.481. Congratulations to him for getting the pole. On the outside of him, Joe Roberts in the number 6, just taking the grid now. The number 48 of John Berga starting 3rd. The number 9 of Randall Drake starting 4th. Cody Griffin in the number 38 starting 5th. Nathan Sedlick in the number 35 starting 6th. Daniel Smallwood in the number 88 starting 7th. The number 85 of Steven Pearson starting 8th. The 13 of Eric Lambert starting 9th. Mike Vining in the number 72 starting 10th. Joshua Witherspoon in the number 79 starting 11th. Charles Grant in the number 52 starting 12th. Galen Gidman way back in the field here starting 13th in the number 94. Jeffrey Porter in the 99 starting 14th. Robert Riley starting 15th in the number 11. Nick Hunt in the 04 starting 16th. And James Lehman rounding out the field in the 01 starting 17th tonight. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll here, folks. Just waiting for them to roll off of the grid here. Not a very big field, 17 drivers. All right, here we go. Okay, pace car down pit road, and Thomas Keene hits the throttle. Gets a good start. Joe Roberts taking up 2nd already. John Berga in 3rd. Cody Griffin already into 4th place. Randall Drake in 5th. Everybody getting single file. I think they're a little bit scared of it to get started. Not sure why Galen Gidman didn't start. Okay. Ooh, Joe Roberts almost into the wall right there. Looked like he did tap the back end of his truck on the wall. Robert Riley already to the back of the field as James Lehman gets by him for position. Nick Hunt in 14th. Charles Grant 13th. Jeffrey Porter going back to 12th, or up to 12th, excuse me, starting 14th and up to 12th. Mike Vining in 11th. Back up front though, Joe Roberts already a half a second off of Cody Griffin getting by. Looks like, yeah, okay, Cody Griffin passing up John Berga. But Joe Roberts about 4/10 of a second off the bumper of Thomas Keene. can see just how rough this track is, folks. These drivers have to endure that roughness, and it's easy on the throttle and easy on the brakes. You don't want to lock them up into the turns. You can see just how rough this track is, man. It just bounces that truck all over the place. Okay, we do have the first caution of the race. Let's see where it's at. Eric Lambert going around. Let's see what happened to Eric. Looks like a self-spin and into the inside wall really hard. Back up onto the track in front of traffic. That brings out the first caution of the race here on lap 5, folks. Alright, back up front. I don't know. Yes, looks like everybody is going to come to pit road. Wanting to make them final adjustments on that truck. We had Randall Drake stayed out. He will lead that lap, capture that bonus point for leading the lap. Stephen Pearson and Robert Riley staying out as well. Okay, Thomas Keene barely beating Cody Griffin out, I believe. Looks like Stephen Pearson going to peel off here, and he's going to come down pit road. Does not want to stay out there on them older tires. But Robert Riley stays out behind Randall Drake, and everybody from there back is going to have fresh tires. Thomas Keene and company back here. Okay, pace car lights are out, and everybody's starting to double back up here. We get back to green next time by. Mr. and Mrs. Smallwood. Okay, let's wind them up here again. Pace car getting ready to go on pit road. Randall Drake going to bring him to the line. Pace car's in. Randall almost smoking the tires, and so did Robert Riley. Whoa, Robert stacks them up back here. Oh, we got a couple more into it. And that brings out another caution, folks. Let's go back and take a look. Not sure exactly who did that, but we'll stay here on Robert Riley for just a quick minute and see what happened to Robert. I'm not sure if it was him that brought that out, or I know they were, a lot of them were smoking their tires there. Yeah, both of them did, both of the leaders. Looks like Joe Roberts comes right up the hill into, wow, that was kind of wild there. He comes right up the hill into the side of Robert Riley. Wow. Okay. Could have been just a lack of, I don't know, maybe not sure where he was at, possibly. I don't know. Well, we're going to get back up here live. He is on pit road. Randall Drake going to maintain the lead for now. Caution number 2, folks. We had a lot of trucks get involved in that, too. But right now, I don't know if some of them may come down pit road here. I'm not sure. Witherspoon, looks like maybe back here a ways. Nathan Sedlick, a bunch of guys on pit road now. Even Pearson back on pit road. And it looks like a drive-through for him. Daniel Smallwood on pit road. Eric Lambert. Mike Vining on pit road as well. And a lot of them just had a little bit of damage, not much. Eric Lambert still sitting on pit road. May have got the worst end of that deal besides Joe Roberts. But looked like Joe Roberts come right up the hill into right into Robert Riley there. Interesting. That's kind of not really the kind of mistake that Joe makes, so not sure exactly what happened there. Spotter could have told him he was clear and thought he was and come up and wasn't quite clear, Robert Riley. Well, let me see if I can get... Robert, you got a copy?
Yeah, we got a copy ready.
Well, looked to me like... I mean, hear me out before you say anything. Staying out there on old tires might not have been a good call, but looking at it, looked like to me like maybe Joe Roberts thought he was clear, or spotter said he was clear, and he come right up the hill into the side of you.
Yeah, he said that everybody was going 3 wide. I don't know. I hadn't looked at the replay. I got about a minute's worth of damage. But yeah, me and Randall, we both spun the tires. I gathered it back up and tried to get back in it. And next thing I know, I see the 6 get into me.
Yeah, well, hopefully you can get it fixed up and get back out there. Don't give up, brother, because you know, you can pick up a lot of positions by just going back out there and driving a hunk of junk around. Because you're going to get people people are going to leave and quit and everything else, get frustrated. Joe Roberts already left, so that's one position. And I'm sure there's going to be more. So.
Oh yeah, we're going to keep a MaxSpeedTV truck out and get it fixed and get back out there and see if we can't ride around.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. Okay, back under green. Nobody spun the tires that time. Thomas Keene already going for the lead, and Cody Griffin also in second. Goes right around Randall Drake. Randall with them older tires. Trying to fend off now John Verga in fourth. Sometimes older tires can help a little bit, you know, kind of takes the newness off of them a little bit, and they do have a little bit more bite, but at a track like this, I don't know. I really don't. I'm not a professional at these driving things, so Oh, the number 52 there, Charles Grant, into the outside wall, and that's going to stack up a few drivers. He did lose a couple of places on that. James Lehman got by him, and Daniel Smallwood. Smallwood goes into 6th. Nathan Sedlick in the 8th place, Nick Hunt 9th, and Jeffrey Porter is your top 10. Out front, Keene just hammer down. Cody Griffin 3/4 of a second behind him. I know Cody was working on his setup right up till the last minute there, and still not real happy with his setup. But I think he's looks like he's maybe gonna start figuring out a line for that setup and make it work. That's what you got to do here. You got to adapt. Looking back to Randall Drake now in 3rd. Cody still trying to hang on in 2nd. Looking back from Thomas Keene back to Cody. Berga in 4th. James Lehman having a good run here, goes into 5th. Smallwood 6th, quite a little ways back. And it's a long ways back to 7th place, Nathan Sedlick, back 5.7 seconds behind the leader with a lot of damage on the nose of that truck after that altercation there on, I believe that was the second caution of the race. He got into that. Jeffrey Porter driving on by Nick Hunt. And here comes Mr. B there at the end, Stephen Pearson. Don't see any damage on his truck tonight. He's got a pretty clean truck. Let's see if he can be there at the end tonight. Oh, he gets a little loose and Nick Hunt gets back by him. A good save. Charles Grant back to 11th. Mike Vining 12th. Eric Lambert in 13th with heavy damage on the nose of that truck. Like Joshua Witherspoon on pit road for some reason, and Robert Riley back out on the track. And he's going to be about 8 laps down, but at least he's still back out there on the track and trying to pick up maybe a couple more positions. Cody Griffin now a second and a half behind our leader, Thomas Keene, excuse me. Cody really driving a loose truck right now. I know he said he likes it loose, but wow, that's really loose coming out of the turns. Maybe just hitting that throttle a little bit too soon, I don't know. Smallwood goes into 3rd. James Lehman now in 4th. And Randall Drake 5th. And Randall right now is the only one out there that has not pitted. He's still on them same tires. And like I was saying a little bit ago, sometimes them older tires do have a little more grip in them than some new tires. You kind of get the newness wore off of them and they get a little bit more bite. Berga in 6th. Sedlick back to 7th. Jeffrey Porter 8th. Stephen Pearson 9th as he did get back around Nick Hunt. Nick goes back to 10th. And he's got company back there with Charles Grant and Mike Vining. And Eric Lambert staying right in the grasp of them here in 13th. Cody Griffin now 3 seconds behind our leader, Thomas Keene. That's what 3 seconds looks like, folks. That's an eternity on the track for these guys. And Smallwood 5.3 seconds behind the leader. They're getting spread out around here pretty good. 97 laps to go, folks. Ooh, Lehman way up the hill. Lets Randall Drake come right up on him. And he is going to have to back out of it. Berga back here in 6th. And Sedlick 7th. So those 4 pretty tight together from 4th to 7th. Really close. Keene now stretching that lead out to 4.2 seconds over Cody Griffin. Let's ride along with Cody here and see if we can get a bird's eye view of how far ahead the leader is from him. There you go. You can see he's just about a straightaway ahead of Cody. Smallwood starting to reel in Cody Griffin now. He's about 1.3 seconds behind Cody as he separated himself from James Lehman. Randall Drake still hanging on in 5th on them old tires. He's got 34 laps on them tires where everybody else has come down pit road 1 or more times. And he is staying right with them. Now Nathan Sedlick gets around John Berga to go into 6th place. So that damage on the front of Nathan's truck there is really not affecting the handling of that truck any at all. It's actually maybe made the car or the truck run a little bit better. Now he comes up on Randall Drake. Randall a little loose coming out of the turn. That's going to open the door up right here. And Nathan Sedlick is going to drive on by Randall Drake. Nathan goes into 5th. Now John Berga kind of closes up on the back bumper there of Randall, but I think he's content for riding there right now. Jeffrey Porter in 8th, Stephen Pearson 9th, and Mike Vining 10th. .9 seconds from 1st back to 2nd. Robert Riley back in 15th place here. Goes another lap down to the leader. Now 9 laps down as Keene got by him. Now the next one to go by him is going to be Cody Griffin. 2nd place truck to get by the 15th place truck. We've only had one retiree from the race there, folks. Joe Roberts retiring from the race after a wreck there. It looked like a little miscommunication, or not sure exactly what happened. Something between him and his spotter or whatever. Not thinking maybe he was clear, comes up the hill a little bit and got into Robert Riley and took him out. So unfortunate for these guys. These guys work so hard on their setups and everything, and to be taken out early like that, that's kind of a shame. Hate to see Joe go. Smallwood still trying to reel up. Second place, Cody Griffin. And Nathan Sedlick, fourth place. James Lehman still in fifth. And he's got John Berga all over him. Berga looking to the inside, not able to get by him, come down the front stretch. He's going to have to get a good run coming off of the turn, and there it is right there, folks. Berga drives on by Lehman. Now Randall Drake comes up on the back of James Lehman, and that is for position as well. Jeff Porter hanging on right there in 8th place. So we've got still a 4-truck battle going on between them. But in the meantime, Stephen Pearson is bearing down on Jeff Porter. Well, 6.1 seconds between Thomas Keene, our leader, and Cody Griffin in second. And it's still about 1.3 seconds back to Daniel Smallwood. And we have another caution, folks. Eric Lambert again. Well, let's see if we can figure out what happened to Eric here. Looks just like he's loose coming off the turn again. That turn 2 can really be treacherous. And that happened right in front of the 04 of Nick Hunt. And boy, he backs it into the wall, and going to be a lot of damage on Eric Lambert's truck. All right, back up here live. Let's see if Keene's going to bring them all to pit road. And it looks like he is going to bring them down pit road. Thomas Keene now, 4-tire change. And it looks like he's going to beat Cody Griffin off pit road again, and Smallwood out third. Wow, that was a really close battle between them three. But good job coming off pit road there, right together. Smallwood will be third, John Berga fourth, Randall Drake fifth. Stephen Pearson in 6th, Jeff Porter 7th, Nathan Sedlick in 8th. Mike Vining just coming off pit road, he'll be 9th, and Nick Hunt will be 10th. Caution number 3, folks. Not too bad a racing so far, actually a lot better than I anticipated. Actually a very good race. Really impressed. I'm going to see if I can get Cody up here to talk to him.
Yellow line.
Cody Griffin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, we got you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation there, Cody. Well, it looks like it's been a drag race off of pit road between you and Keene and Smallwood the last couple pit stops. Man, Keene just on a rail tonight, leaving you by 6 seconds there before that yellow. Man, what do you got for him?
Keene's got the better set, long run wise. It's just going to be whether I get a green white checkered and get out in front of him out of pit road if we pit, or just have a good enough run off of 2 to clear him. That's about what it's going to take. I mean, he's on rails.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I know this track is, we were talking to some of the drivers there earlier, this track is kind of a love-hate relationship between a lot of drivers. You love to hate it or you hate to love it, one of the two. But I don't know how you feel about this track.
I like it. It's fun. It's bumpy, though.
Yeah, very bumpy. All right, well, you're about to go back green here, and we'll let you go. Cody, good luck.
All right, appreciate it.
Okay, Keen going to be bringing him to the line this time. Again, he has led 38 laps out of the 48. So let's see what he's got here to get out ahead of Cody again. Smallwood right there in third, John Berga fourth. Pace car's in. And Keen hits the throttle, and look at Smallwood go right there with Keen. He gets a great run on Cody that time. Goes into second. Well, Smallwood coming off of a win last week. This has got to be a real shot in the arm for him. Cody right on the tail of Smallwood. Still dealing with a little bit of looseness coming off of them turns. He is just pushing it so hard to keep up with these guys. And already a 3/4 of a second lead over Daniel Smallwood. Thomas Keen out front. Randall Drake in fourth. John Berga fifth. Nathan Sedlick sixth. And Stephen Pearson in the seventh position. Well, looks like Eric Lambert out of the race. So that'll be another retiree from the race. Said just couldn't get his truck to handle correctly. So well, if he was in TeamSpeak, I could interview him, but he's not in TeamSpeak, so everybody's in another TeamSpeak. They're not in the TeamSpeak they should be in. Wow. So I can't talk to him. All right, Thomas Keen out front by 1.1 seconds. And Smallwood already putting over 3/4 of a second lead on Cody Griffin. And Randall Drake in fourth. John Berga in fifth. Nathan Sedlick sixth. Stephen Pearson seventh. Robert Riley passes up Eric Lambert by staying in it, and he will go into 14th place. And he's a little loose coming off of the turns too. Josh Witherspoon, he is about 4 laps down. James Lehman, a couple of laps down now. Or a lap down, I should say. Last one on the lead lap is Nick Hunt. Well, if Smallwood's not careful, he's going to have Cody Griffin up his tailpipe here before much longer. He's going to have to start trying to figure out a way to get around there a little quicker and get away from Cody if he's going to maintain second place, because I assure you, if Cody can get to him, those two could be battling for second position real quick. Randall Drake having a good night. Been in the top 5 here for the latter part of this race. He's been really hooked up well. He's only stopped one time for tires, so I'm not sure if we'll see anything come about from that. Maybe he'll be able to keep it up there in that top 5 finish with a top 5 finish today. That would be great. And Nathan Sedlick in 5th, having a good night. Had a lot of damage on his Toyota there from earlier. Still got a little bit. We can maybe get down here a little closer and check out just a little bit more damage, maybe on pit road to get fixed up, and he'll have that thing completely fixed up and ready to go. Smart Water Toyota running today. Well, he better look out, because Steven Pearson now has moved into the 6th place. Got by John Berga, and he is coming. Smallwood just a half a second ahead of Cody Griffin. Cody's starting to close in on him. Well, what are you doing clear down there? Okay, hold on. Yeah, Eric, you got a copy?
10-4, Rudy.
I still haven't been able to figure it out why everybody's in another TeamSpeak when this is the TeamSpeak you're supposed to be in, but whatever. Tell us what happened there, Eric.
I just, all throughout practice and, you know, while we were working on the setup as a team, I couldn't find something that was comfortable for me. It seems like there's a few of my teammates that found something that they got clicking, but I just couldn't get comfortable with it. This is kind of a unique, slick track, and I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Nathan Sedlick on the inside of Randall Drake now, and he goes into 4th. Nathan's been on a rail here tonight. Was a little loose coming out of turn 2 right there, but maintains. So, yeah, and it just, this is a tough track, and, you know, and not to keep repeating myself, but like I've been talking to a few other drivers, this is a track that you love to hate or hate to love, you know, and it's the Rock. You know, what more can you say? It's the Rock. It's a definitely a difficult track. The rough surface and everything. You know, the turns are just extremely rough. Bounces that truck around a lot, and makes it hard to handle.
Yeah, I mean, it's my first race on it, so I was a little iffy coming into the night, and you know, I made sure to tell my teammates, hey, if I'm just uncomfortable, I'm going to park it. And you know, 2 self spins, I decided that's it, I'm done. You know, I'm not really in points contention, so just Parker, let these guys race it out, and we'll hit them hard at Charlotte next week.
Very cool, very cool. That'll be a good race, Charlotte, next week.
Yeah, and by the way, Rudy, I wanted to thank you for last week for giving me a shout out about my stream.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember. I know it's epidemic, but I couldn't remember the rest of it. Sorry.
Yep. Well, for all the guys that are from my stream watching the channel, sorry guys, we're gonna Parker, so I might be live here soon. But other than that, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch my buddy Rudy, and root for my RPM guys.
All right. Boy, Mike Vining with a real close scare right there, almost spinning it, coming out of turn 4, but saves it, and Charles Grant gets by him. So, all right, well, thanks for talking with us, Eric, and man, better luck next week. Are you looking forward to it? Got a good setup for there?
We're already working on one, and you know, I'm more Charlotte. I'm really comfortable at, and then I think we're going to Kansas after that. I think. Yeah, and I'm pretty comfortable with Kansas, and then comes Homestead, and that's the double points race, and I'm really looking forward to seeing who gets this points win.
Absolutely. All right, buddy. Well,
So-
we'll holler at you, and thanks for dropping by and talking to us, man. It's good to see you again.
All right. Yeah, I had some computer issues, and I meant to get with you sooner, but I was dealing with those, and I had lost TeamSpeak info. So,
All right, buddy. See ya.
night.
Okay, back up here. Looks like Smallwood now 3.5 seconds behind his teammate Thomas Keene. Thomas Keene just can do no wrong tonight. Cody Griffin getting passed up by Nathan Sedlick. Sedlick going into third. Man, where did he come from? Still got a tick of damage on the front of that, but boy, he just passed up Cody real easy there. And Stephen Pearson's starting to bear down on Cody as well. We may see a pass there too, but Cody trying to stay right with Sedlick now. Kind of just let him go. He said he knows he's faster, so he just let him go. And that's probably the right thing to do, good thing to do. Cody just dealing with a little bit of loose conditions off the turns, and that's costing him some serious time on the track. Well, Thomas Keene out stinking up the show. I suppose we'll give him a little camera time. My old buddy Thomas Keene. We'll give him a little camera time. He could forget which one's the gas pedal and left off that gas for a little while and let them guys catch up. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. He's coming up on. Looks like coming up on James Lehman here in just a couple minutes. Looks like James really loose coming off the 4. Looks like he tried to pinch it down or caught that yellow line. Boy, if you catch that yellow line, that really will upset the truck. So, but Thomas Keene's starting to reel him in now, and Daniel Smallwood is 4.2 seconds behind the leader. Wow, and dropping. He just keeps dropping. Well, it could be a podium finish for him, but boy, I don't know. 50 to go here, folks. 50 laps to finish this thing up. Just kind of a short race here, 125 laps. We've had 3 cautions and only 2 lead changes. The only other leader besides Thomas Keene was Randall Drake. He led 9 laps. Well, I wanted to say hello to everybody in chat. I can't look over there, and I'm trying to really stay focused on this. Sorry, folks. Cody Griffin now back to the 4th place. Stephen Pearson already closing down on him. Cody definitely off of his game right now. Maybe his setup is really not the 100% where it should be, but at kind of a short notice, I know him and Robert Riley worked on a setup there for quite a while before the race, and I think they felt pretty confident that it had a good setup. Robert now back in 14th place, just trying to run the laps down. He's picked up a couple of positions here since a couple of the drivers have left the server, Joe Roberts and Eric Lambert, so he did pick up a couple of positions. Him and Joe getting together there, and I think it was on the 2nd caution there. It looked like a couple of the drivers smoked the tires. Robert was one of them, and Randall Drake smoked the tires. They're kind of balled up the field a little bit, checked up everybody, and they went 3 wide. Joe, looked like Joe might have come up the hill into Robert. But, you know, again, I'm not the driver. I'm just a spectator here, I'm just a broadcaster. I'm not there to make judgment on anybody. I don't know the whole answers or what the whole truth was. I just see it from my perspective. So I'm not calling anybody out. Joe's a great guy and a good friend, and I would never try to call him out and say it was his fault. So I don't want anybody to think that. Cody Griffin way off the pace. Looks like maybe he might have been the caution there. Oh, him and... Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cody gonna get into the wall right there, and he's gonna have some damage on that. And it looked like he just got loose on his own. I guess we could go back and watch that one more time. Let's see if we can figure out if him and Steven Pearson did get together or what. No, it looks like Cody just got loose on his own. Nobody hit him, but he did come down and tap Steven Pearson there. Pearson continued on, but Cody hit the outside wall a pretty good lick. Okay, everybody heading for pit road, folks. Keen in the lead, bringing them down. Keen comes to a screeching halt in his pit stop. Ooh, somebody had to back up there. John Verga had to back up. Keen out first. This looks like Smallwood second. Nathan Sedlick third. And Steven Pearson fourth. Randall Drake fifth. Good job, guys. Good job. Nice pit stop. That's the way it's to be done right there, folks. That's a good pit stop by all them. Them front five guys did a phenomenal job pitting on that. Well, I'm not sure if I can get down here. Let me see if I can talk to Daniel Smallwood. Daniel, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, coming off of a win last week, Daniel, man, has anybody got anything for Thomas Keen out there tonight?
If it's anybody, it's us. We're his teammate. We run the same thing, so if it's anybody, it's us. But we have damage, so it's going to be hard for us to do it.
Well, Mom and Dad in chat rooting you on. We're rooting you on, so you better get with it. You haven't led a lap yet, so.
Yeah, we're going to try, but I want to give a shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday to Mr. Smallwood. Very cool. I forgot all about that.
This one's for you, Dad.
All right, well, let's see you bring it into victory lane here tonight, Daniel, and make your dad proud.
The plan.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you, Rudy.
Okay, so Thomas Keen going to lead him down one more time here. Some lap traffic there. Looks like Josh Witherspoon will get the iRacing wave by. So that'll put him 3 laps down, I believe. All right, looks like we're going to have 40 to go when they get the green here, folks. 40 more laps. Tires, fuel, all out the window. Everybody's got enough fuel to make it and enough tires. Now it's just saving those tires. Can Daniel make a late race charge here and get by Thomas Keen? Thomas has just been on a rail the whole race. Has led 75 laps so far. Boy, just nobody's been having anything for him. Nathan Sedlick has been coming on pretty strong here the latter part of the race, so maybe he's got something for him. And Steven Pearson. Pace car is in, and Keen gets him going. Smallwood almost smoking the tires. He needs to stay right there and hang on to Thomas Keen. Keen catches that apron. Oh, man, Smallwood's still out of shape. Got to let a little heat get built up in them tires first, Daniel. Before you start going to making moves like that. And like he said, him and Thomas running the same setup. They are teammates, so, I don't know. We'll have to see if he can outdrive Thomas or Thomas can outdrive him. And we have another caution, folks. Let's go see where it's at. Oh, Mike Vining getting hit by James Lehman there. Not sure if it was a miscommunication or what happened there, but go back here and watch this. Not sure if Mike might have just checked up a little early, or I guess it looked like he was going to get into the back of John Berga maybe. And it was either get into the back of John Berger or let off the gas, and it looked like he opted to let off the gas, and James Lehman wasn't ready for that, and he gets into the back of Mike Vining. Mike spinning around, don't look like anybody else got into him, so minimal damage on the Vining machine. Okay, so let's see if the leader's going to bring anybody down pit road this time. Look like Smallwood going to bring him down pit road. No, a little fake job there. I'm sure these guys don't want to. They don't want to come down pit road now and give up that valuable track position because it is way too hard to get that back. Just definitely, you know, this track being as rough and as tough as it is the Rock, you know. It's got a bad name for itself, so bumpy and rough as it is, it's definitely too hard to try to get them those positions back. So you're going to want to stay out there. Okay, caution number 5. Really not too bad for 89 laps. 5 cautions. Sorry if I'm not up to my usual self tonight, folks. I was out mowing yard today, and man, I'm telling you, if any of you suffer from allergies, you can understand where I'm coming from, because man, it's just really got my sinuses messed up, my eyes and everything. It's hard for me to see, it's hard for me to breathe. Whew, it's been a tough day, but the yard's all mowed and looks nice. Okay, Keene about to get going here. I think they're still waiting on the yellow lights to go off on the pace car. And hopefully that'll be the next time by. It looks like we may have about a 34 lap shootout here. But I don't think the hard racing's over yet. Sedlick's still going to be in 3rd, Stephen Pearson 4th, Randall Drake 5th, Jeffrey Porter 6th, Charles Grant 7th, John Berga 8th, Nick Hunt 9th, and Mike Vining 10th. Okay, lights off on the pace car, and we are going green next time by, so 34 laps to go when they get the green, folks. All right, pace car's in. Thomas and Daniel hit the throttle right together and kind of pulling away from the field. And Daniel looks like he snookered one in on Thomas and led that lap. So he will get a bonus point for leading that lap. Nathan Sedlick in 3rd, Pearson in 4th. Boy, he goes in there all kinds of out of shape. And we've got some tough battles going on back here in the field. John Berga Nick Hunt and Mike Vining battling it up. Charles Grant was looking on the inside of Jeff Porter there for a second. And he is still side by side with him. So Charles holding on pretty good. Finally letting Jeff Porter go. Smallwood now just 2/10 off the bumper of Keene. And I really don't look for Keene to just pull over and let Smallwood win this. I really don't think that's going to happen. I heard some metal crunching back here, and it sounded like it might have been James Lehman. I'm not sure if I can find this. I'll go back and see if I can figure out what happened to James here. Catches that apron again, and it looks like he goes right down and slams the inside wall. Yes, keeping it off the racing surface is going to be the key here to not bringing out the caution, and it looks like he did a great job of that. Everybody goes on by. So, all right, back up live. Keene and Smallwood out front. James going to have a lot of damage on the truck, but I don't think he's going to want to pit. He may pit, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess he is coming down pit road. Gonna get that looked at. Nathan Sedlick in third, Pearson fourth. Pretty much about the way they've been for a while. Smallwood out of shape right there, but good save. Can't afford too many more of them, and he's going to burn those tires up, and he never will catch up to Keene. He's going to have to be a little smoother off the exits of those turns to keep up with Keene. Sedlick now starting to put the pressure on Smallwood. Stephen Pearson now back 2.1 seconds off the leader. Randall Drake in fifth. Randall just having a great day here today. Top five so far, and he's been hanging right in there. He did lead 9 laps earlier in the race, so that was really good for him. Captured bonus points. There are only 3 more races for this season, folks, and the last race of the season, double points. I can remember just a few seasons ago, the bonus, or the last race of the season was here at Rockingham, and I'll tell you what, that was an amazing race. Just amazing. Double points night and all, and it came down to the double points is what decided the championship, and it was great. Smallwood in second. I go back in the field here a little ways. Joshua Witherspoon in 12th place, James Lehman 13th, back out on the track now. Robert Riley still 14th. The one that really was running well at the beginning of the race, Cody Griffin, had some damage there just a little bit. He has really been extremely loose coming out of the turns here tonight. He's running 10 seconds behind the leader right now, so definitely not going to be a winning night here for the Griffin machine. And that's a shame. I always root on Cody. He's a good driver. Just tonight was not meant to be. Just didn't have a good set under the truck. Nick Hunt back here in 10th. Mike Vining 9th. Charles Grant 8th. John Verga 7th. Jeffrey Porter coming up on Randall Drake now. Taking a peek on the inside. This is for position. Randall just letting him go. So Porter going into 5th and Randall Drake back to 6th. Stephen Pearson 2.9 seconds off the leader, and look at Sedlick. He is closed right up on Daniel. Right there within 2/10 of Daniel Smallwood. Oh, he gets a little loose catching that apron. And that's just the big break Daniel Smallwood needed. Now he puts some distance on Sedlick. 21 laps to go, folks. Keen out front by 1.9 seconds. We'll have to give him a little more camera time. I like busting his chops. Thomas is a good guy, man. He's a good friend. Glad that he is a good friend. And a heck of a racer, I'll tell you. Him and Smallwood, both great racers. And as you can see, man, they're attesting to it here tonight. Running 1-2, and they are on the same team using the same setup. But just different driving styles, I guess. I really don't know what the difference would be. I guess just the difference in whoever's behind the wheel. As they say, the nut behind the wheel, right? There you go. The difference in the nut behind the wheel. Sedlick closing right back up on Daniel, though. And boy, he is right there. Daniel gets a little loose coming out of turn 4, and that's just what Nathan needed. And he makes a run on Daniel here, and it looks like he is going to go on by. Maybe, I don't know. They're still battling it up. Going into the turn here, Smallwood trying to hold off Sedlick. Really loose coming out of the turns, but hangs on to it, and he's going to hold on to second place for now. 17 laps to go, folks. Looking back there on Sedlick, you can see just how close he is. Daniel's going to have to protect that position if he is going to bring home second place tonight, because Sedlick is eager to get up there and take second away from him. And this is all happening about 3.5 seconds behind the leader, Thomas Keene. Daniel driving the Do Shine truck. He likes that Do Shine. Here I thought it was an alcoholic beverage, and it's not. It's like some type of soda, from what I'm understanding. Mr. Smallwood told me that. It's like a soft drink. That's cool. Oh, both of them a little loose that time. 15 laps to go, folks, and these guys better look out, because here comes Mr. B there at the end, Stephen Pearson. Look at him closing up on him, bringing the Toyota into fourth and closing. Those guys keep getting loose ahead of him, and he's going to start driving on by them. Very, very close right there. Daniel doing everything he can to stay ahead of Nathan Sedlick right now. And I don't know, but maybe Nathan might be setting him up for a late race pass, or just making him use them tires up. I don't know. Nathan's kind of on his own agenda here. And he is ready. I think he's ready to take Daniel on for maybe on the last few laps here. He knows Daniel's really fast. 12 laps to go, folks. We can get up here to Nathan, watching him closing up on Daniel. Boy, this is a good battle going on between these two. Really about the closest battle other than John Verga closing up on Randall Drake, and that's for 6th and 7th. Actually, Jeff Porter just ahead of Randall Drake. So we've got quite a few of them there in that battle, and these guys are really not that far behind Pearson and company. They pass up the lap cars already. Thomas Keene 3.5 seconds ahead of Daniel Smallwood. Cody Griffin getting passed up, put a lap down. The people in chat rooting for Stephen Pearson. Good battles going on right here, man. There's a second, third, and fourth. That's a great battle. Oh, man, that was close. Getting almost into Cody Griffin. And Cody really having troubles with the looseness off of the turn. But Daniel is a little bit too now on them old tires. These guys have been out here on some old tires for a little while. So this is great racing here for guys out here on older tires. This is great. Everybody clearing Cody Griffin. Cody back in 11th place. Oh, here we go. Nathan Sedlick on the inside of Daniel Smallwood. Like I said, he may have been setting him up here for a late race pass and not being able to give him enough time for Daniel to get back by him. And Daniel drives on by. Oh, we have a caution. James Lehman out of shape. Back up onto the track, nobody getting into it with them, so good save by James. No more damage on his truck. So now, question is the leader going to stay out? I would. You're only going to have a couple of lap shootout. Now this is going to really make it interesting here, folks. This is going to be interesting. Because teammates, Thomas Keene, Daniel Smallwood starting on the front row on this restart. And yeah, we'll get back under green probably with about 2 to go. We'll have about a 2-lap shootout. So is Daniel got enough to get by Thomas on the outside and try to get the win away from Thomas? Are they coming down pit road? No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. A good fake out there, guys, but you almost had me fooled. Almost. I was right down to this, but right down close to it. Yeah, this is going to be a good finish. This is going to be a good finish. I just don't know. Is Nathan Sedlick going to maybe try to get right by both of these guys on this restart? You know, if he's right on his A game there and outdrives them into the turns, maybe gets up underneath Thomas Keene here on the last lap or something and try to get by him. We could see a caution. I hope not. I hope these guys do finish under green. I hope, you know, that really puts on a good show. Well, I'd like to talk to Nathan Sedlick, but another one that's not in TeamSpeak, so I can't talk to him. I'd really like to talk to him to see if what he has for maybe if he's got something in plan here for Thomas Keene or Stephen Pearson, but I can't talk to either of them. Yeah, Daniel Smallwood was last week's winner. And that's what kind of gave him the boost here to, you know, that kind of puts you on a high right there. And, you know, you're up there, it gives you a shot in the arm to try to do well again this week. And he's got it in second place. So, you know, I don't know I don't have the points available to me right at the moment. Let me see if I can pull up the points here. Okay, Smallwood with a 14-point lead over Thomas Keene coming into tonight. Now, if these finish 1-2 with Keene ahead of Smallwood, that's only 1 point. So that'll still keep Daniel in the lead by 1 point. That is if they finish 1-2 like this. So that's how close it is. Randall Drake in third. Galen Gidman fourth, which Galen's probably going to drop back after not being in the race this week. Ben Manning not here again tonight. Eric Lambert was in sixth, but he had a bad night, finishing in the 15th spot. Jeff Porter out there in seventh. He could get by Eric. Jeffrey Porter running in fifth, so yeah, he will probably get by Eric on that, or it'll be close. All right, pace car's in. Keene hits the gas. 2 laps to go here, folks, and Daniel sleeping. What the heck? Daniel was sleeping. Oh, we got wrecking going on back there. Stephen Pearson, I seen that, but no caution, folks. Sedlick taking up the second spot from Smallwood. Is he going to be able to make it? Is he going to be able to keep it ahead of John Berga and Randall Drake? Berga on the inside of him. They touch. Smallwood back into it. White flag in the air. Keene trying to hold off Sedlick. Can he do it? Sedlick trying to capture a win here tonight. But Keene he has been the voice to be reckoned with tonight. And he is going to bring it to victory lane. Sedlick trying everything he can to beat him to the line. And Thomas Keene winning it. Congratulations. Wow, that was one heck of a finish right there between him and Sedlick. Holy smokes, folks. Well, we're going to get down here just a second and talk to these guys, so give me a second. Let me see if I can get Thomas Keene up here. Thomas Keene, you got a copy?
Yes, Rudy, I do.
Well, man, I'm telling you what, that was looking kind of interesting coming to the end there, because Sedlick was all over your tail.
Yeah, I just wanted to take it easy on that restart. I knew these tires were going to be super old. I knew we had a good setup. I was just very nervous throughout that whole race. I was wondering, I was like, oh, will we get a late race drama? And, well, you know, we did. And I have to thank, this is actually one of our Dover sets, and we just worked on it. And I'm really happy it worked. It actually worked way better than I anticipated, so I'm really happy about the outcome, especially. And after my teammate Daniel won last week, I definitely need to come into Rockingham, a track that where I will do good, but I do not want to race as you can say. And to come win this track I'm not really good at, I feel really good about it, because now these next 3 tracks, I feel really good about it, because he's one of my 3 favorite tracks out of 8, I guess you could say. But it was a very great race. I definitely knew we had a good setup from practice this week. I knew if I could get on the restart and I could take it easy. I know I had some, but I did not know Sedlick or Daniel were going to be that fast on the short runs. I knew they were going to hang with me, but I didn't know they were going to be that quick. So I knew I had to do something. I knew I had to jump it earlier than normal. I wasn't trying to be mean to my teammate there. I was just trying to do what I thought for the win. But it was a great race, though. That was actually a really good race. Not that many cautions. I had to thank Calvin. He spotted me, so that was a really good race.
Very cool, very cool. Yeah, well, looking at the points coming into tonight, Daniel had a 14-point lead over you, and looks like he's still gonna have about a 12-point lead over you, if I'm doing my math right. So going into next week.
We'll take it 1 week at a time. Me and Dan are teammates, but I know me and him dig in kind of into a conversation tonight. But I just told him I had to do what I had to do for the win. He had to do what he had to do last weekend for the win. Yep. I had to do what I had to do this weekend for the win. So
there you go.
I hope he understands. I'm not trying to be. I hope he doesn't. He's probably pissed off at me, but I'm just trying to do what I had to do for the win.
Well, he's in the channel with us here, so.
Oh, I know.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Thomas, for talking with us. And anybody you want to thank?
I just want to thank my good Lord, God, and Savior, Jesus Christ, Rudy. I want to thank you guys for putting on this great, wonderful broadcast. I want to thank Calvin, my teammates at Checkers and Wreckers, Calvin Troy, Michael Gonzalez, Daniel Smallwood, Charles Grant Jr. That was really good race. The people in this league race tonight, that was actually a really good race. We're only having that many cautions for this kind of track, so I really have to thank them. I like to thank my mom and my parents. They got me a brand new play seat this week. I'm really enjoying it. I have to thank them. Just want to thank my parents. They're probably watching me tonight. My mom is probably watching, so hi, Mom. I want to say happy birthday to my dad. It's his birthday here in 2 days, so it's pretty cool to always win for him. Second year in a row, won in his birthday weekend. So I like this kind of weekend.
Very good. Okay, Thomas, thanks a lot for talking with us. And again, congratulations on a great win here at Rockingham.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it, man.
Okay, Nathan Sedlick, you got a copy.
Yes, sir. Rudy, go ahead.
Well, man, I'm telling you what, you did everything in your power to get by Thomas. Man, you'd reeled these guys up. You had a great run there at the very end, a good start of the race on that that run. You know you only had 2 laps to go. You knew you had your work cut out for you to get by Thomas, and made a late race run coming off of turn 4 and almost had Thomas at the line there. Man, that was awesome. Great race, great way to finish the race out, Nathan. Man, that was great racing.
I appreciate it, Rudy. Yeah, I tried to get him. It was he was faster than the rest of us the whole night, anyways. But big shout out here to Daniel. Clean race the whole time, and I enjoyed racing with him the whole race. And we seemed to be around each other. But it's a fun night. I'm glad I was able to put together a race. It's been a while since I've been able to even finish one, so just happy to be here.
Well, I know you kind of got involved in that one altercation there earlier in the race and had some damage on it, but it didn't seem like it was affecting the speed of the truck, was it?
No, especially on the long run, it was really good. I could gain a lot back. I could actually gain on the leader on the longer run, but I was already too far back by then. So,
right.
But I was able to move back up through there in a couple runs, and I had a real good time. And I went to the back a couple times and moved back up, and we had some long green flag runs, and that was a really good race, and I enjoyed myself.
Well, that's what it's all about. We were talking a couple of the drivers beforehand. This track is either one that you love to hate or hate to love. Which is it for you?
Oh, I surely hated it for a long time. But tonight came around a little bit. I kind of got the line down, and I felt pretty good out there. And it was, like I said, it's good just to put a whole race together and actually finish one. It's been a while. I've been in a little slump, and just trying to get better and do what we can. But it's good to put one together. That's for sure.
All right. Well, let's see. That puts you. I'm trying to find you in the points here. You must be way back in the points.
Oh yeah, not even worth looking.
Okay. I won't look then. I don't want to embarrass you. All right. Well, Nathan, congrats on your second place here tonight. And sorry you couldn't have got up there for the win, but hey, second place was great too. Finishing behind Thomas. He was just a class of the field tonight. 115 laps he led out of the 125 in the race. So definitely the class of the field. So, but the Smartwater Toyota comes in second, and that's really good. So anybody you want to thank?
Big thanks to you, Rudy, and everything you do for us over here at IWCR. Thanks for all the guys putting up with me in IWCR and all my self-spins and all that good stuff. And just a big shout out to everybody at the race tonight. And Daniel, especially you, man. It was a good race. Appreciate it and had a lot of fun. And thanks to the guys at RPM.
Okay, thanks, Nathan, and congrats again.
Thank you, Rudy.
Daniel, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Rudy.
Well, third place, buddy. I mean, hey, that's not bad coming off of a win last week. But walk us through that last restart, because it just seemed like you were about sound asleep on that restart.
Well, we had some teammate issues saying he was going to count it down for us, and he jumped it on us. So we wait for that. And in the restart before, he counted down and inside. Well, we got down turn 2. He bumped me down the whole back straight. If we're gonna let a championship come between us, we can do it. I mean, I'm not the one to race dirty, but I'm tired of it.
Well, you're still in the lead as far as my calculations go here. You still got about a 12-point lead over Thomas going into next week. Are you looking forward to Charlotte?
Yeah, let's get out Rockingham.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I didn't really get much of a chance to talk to you before. Well, a little bit, I guess. But this is a love to hate or hate to love track. Which is it for you?
Hate, very, very much hate. Worst track on iRacing.
I agree, but a lot of people disagree with you on that because the track has character. It's rough in the turns. It's a driver's track. You gotta be right up on that wheel, and we've seen you loose a lot of times coming out of 2, and a couple times coming out of 4. So definitely is a driver's track, and if you're overdriving it, that's what you're going to get, And I know you were really overdriving it. You got to admit, trying to keep up with Thomas. And I know you guys were running the same setup and all, but he definitely, I don't know, he just had something you didn't, or what. I don't know what the answer is on that, Daniel. But third place is pretty respectable. Coming off of a win last week, third place this week, that's good. You're still at the top of the points, and 3 more races. Are you ready to get this season over and possibly looking at a championship?
Well, we want to win a championship, but we don't want to have teammates go between each other. I want Thomas to race me clean. I want to race him clean, and well, I want to work together to put this between me and him.
Okay. All right, buddy. Well, I'll let you go, and thanks for chatting with us. And before we get out of here, anybody you want to say hello to or thank?
I want to thank Checkers Records, they're all them. Michael Gonzalez, he spotted me. Shout out to all the fans out there, my fans. I want to give a special shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today. We tried to get a win, but we couldn't do it.
Well, it ain't for a lack of trying, buddy. You did a great job out there, for driving your heart out and putting the Dewshine truck and finishing third. That's great. You got to be proud of that, and I'm sure he's proud of you too. He even said in chat there once that he was proud of you whether you finished first or last. He was still proud of you.
Yeah, I know he is, but we got to get good finishes to win championship, though.
That's all right. Okay, thanks for talking with us, Daniel, and again, congratulations on third place.
10-4, Rudy. Thank you.
Okay, folks, we're going to get up here and run down through the results real quick, and we'll get the heck out of here. Thomas Keene coming away the winner here tonight. Nathan Sadlake finishing second. Daniel Smallwood third. Randall Drake with a fourth place finish. Good job for him. John Berga in fifth. Mike Vining sixth. Charles Grant Jr. in seventh. Stephen Pearson eighth. Nick Hunt ninth. Jeffrey Porter 10th. Cody Griffin finishing 11th. Joshua Witherspoon in 12th. James Lehman 13th. Robert Riley 14th. Eric Lambert 15th. And Joe Roberts rounding out the field in 16th place. So again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Thomas Keene for Rockingham here at IWCR. And we will see you, let's see. Don't have a broadcast now till Monday, so we will see you Monday night for GAC. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.